Hi again, Seth Fineberg for Ace Cloud. I am once again very honored and privileged to be talking to a practitioner that I know in the space who's built something really cool, and we're going to get to that. But I wanted to personally introduce you to Todd Gray, CPA in San Diego area. Todd, say hello, man.
Hello, how are you? My name is Todd Gray. I am the founder and CEO of Valuations.AI. And as Seth had mentioned, I'm a 24-year veteran CPA with a tax practice here in Carlsbad, California.
Yeah, so really kind of jumping in, Todd, just tell us a little bit about the kind of work that you do as a solo prac.
So as a sole practitioner, I work with individuals, small business owners primarily. I'm intimately tied into tax planning. My fee structure, I have a fixed fee structure. So included in that is emails, phone calls, but more specifically, I'm answering questions throughout the year. I'm providing advisory before it was advisory on its own, because I think I'm most valuable in my expertise, in my advice. I would rather have clients make good decisions midway through the year than find out about bad decisions at year end when I'm doing the tax return. So I've always kind of, declared to my clients of how valuable I am throughout the year, not just the tax return.
Excellent. So our overarching, kind of theme today is really how tax pros can really continue to add value, particularly in the age of AI that we are entering. Now, you are solo prac, and like many in the space, what's been the most challenging, aspect of your work, and how have you handled it?
So as a sole practitioner, one of the main kind of, I would say, pinch points is just two main things: technology. And, in the age of AI, technology is changing all around us. And without colleagues that, in a big firm, you're surrounded by colleagues all the time.
You have teams too.
Yeah, you have teams, and you have maybe a dedicated person that all they're doing is keeping up with publications and, blogs and, going to seminars to learn about the latest and greatest and the best things that are coming online, both now and in the future. Well, as a sole practitioner, your days and your hours you only can get through so many things. So one of the things that I've done is branched out. I've joined networking groups, Jason Stats and the Realize group, Logan Graff and the Counter community. And all of a sudden, I can align and tap into the expertise of all these other sole practitioners or small firm owners and even big firm owners, and find out what they're using and what tools they have that I may be able to tap into. And with all honesty, there are still times where the cost benefit still doesn't make sense as a sole practitioner. But at least I know kind of what might be available and how we could use it.
So you've leaned into charitable donations for your client work. Tell me why, and meaning, what prompted it, and anything, kind of in the current tax code, because it definitely feeds into, what you built, which we'll get to in a moment.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Valueinsights.AI app, it's a web-based app. It sourced from me trying to fix my own problem first. I've been doing this for a long time, and for years and years, I would have clients that would come in with these non-cash contribution slips, Salvation Army, Goodwill, disabled veterans.
That maybe they filled out themselves, or
no, because they're required to get that written,
you gotta get it.
Contemporaneous acknowledgement. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times that's a date, it's a name, and a couple boxes checked, but It never really disclosed what it was that they gave. None of the details about what it was, it's just a couple boxes checked. It's household items, it's electronics, it's furniture. And so with technology and just with my own frustration, I reached out to a client of mine who was also an app developer and web developer. And so we developed a web-based app where you can use your phone, or if you take photos with a camera, you can upload photos and have a full valuation report for every item that you donate. And the main goal of that was to create a paper trail, to have something that was identifiable, that was, you could substantiate it, you could value it at the fair market rates in terms of comparable sale. It goes out to the market and it says, I found this couch, and this couch is being sold on eBay and Facebook Marketplace and all these other places, and then pulls those values back, and then it produces a valuation report with an analysis of both the condition and then compares it to these other comparable sales.
And it uses AI to do that.
And it uses AI to do that. And so now it's embracing the technology available and the resources available to search for both current sales transactions as well as prior sales transactions, and then pull it into a written, concise, identifiable report that, the goal is to have that exported and be able to pull that into a tax software for the tax practitioner. But if nothing else, that the client now has a written documentation of every single thing that they donated, and then have higher values because of that. It started from me trying to fix my own problem, but really shifted to, I want everybody else to save. It drove me crazy for clients to pay too much in tax, and for tax practitioners to be in the position where I don't want to guess. I want my client to come with realizable, identifiable, and reasonable documentation.
Understandable. And that's, the nature of the work that you do. So I'm curious how a tool like Value Insights helped add value to your business, to your practice, and possibly even other practices that that are using it.
So for my clients in particular, I just gave them a tool that in most cases it is doubling, if not more, the value of every item that they donate. So traditionally, the IRS has coupled with Goodwill and Salvation Army and other organizations, but they've come up with a thrift shop value listing. And those listings are very conservative, and they don't reflect the fair market value of those items. My clients, they don't have $8 shirts. That's just not. But if you go to the Goodwill listing, it's anywhere from $3 to $8.
Yeah,
I just don't think
it's
that's
Goodwill. So
yeah, because that's what they feel that's what they're going to end up selling it for. So that's the value that they assess on it based off of thrift shop value.
Right.
But the IRS defines comparable sale as what a willing buyer and a willing seller, even if they don't complete the transaction, would value that at. And so therefore we go out and we've specifically set the AI to look for those comparable sales and pull them back into that written report.
Right. And then it records it, and then you can, how does it work? So then the client will kind of go back to you with not paper receipts or paper forms, but
well, they'll still have to have the paper form. We are actually working on the ability to actually take a snapshot and upload that into the app as well, so you can couple that transaction into one singular thing. So if you donated 10 items and you've got the contribution slip from the charity, to be able to upload that and kind of combine it into one singular transaction. But in terms of advisory, this is a tool that now helped me do my job better. I can generate more value for my clients. I'm going to have a more efficient tax return because I'm not having to follow up with the client and say, yeah, you've got these 10 contribution slips. What did you give? What was the fair market value? That back and forth, this app eliminates the majority of that, if not all of that. So it really helps me do my job better and more efficiently.
Yeah, and you're kind of seen as a hero because at the end of the day, like you said, it really bothered you that you're seeing your clients that just you felt like, wow, I feel like I could save them more on their taxes.
Yeah, I would call it idealistic. It bothered me that my clients were incurring more tax than they needed to.
Yeah, through other factors and such. So have you heard similar stories too from other folks who are sharing this with their clients too?
So what's been really I say interesting, but it's been funny is this is a pinch point for every single CPA, every single tax preparer. When I bring up the client that walks in with the stack of contribution slips and the lack of documentation, and they all just laugh because it is a problem, and it has been a problem, and I wanted to fix the problem. I wanted to enable a tool for the tax preparer and for the taxpayer where everyone wins. The taxpayer has a larger deduction and pays less tax. The CPA or tax preparer has a more efficient and more valuable tax return that hopefully they can charge more for. And the only one that loses is the IRS and the state governments.
So that's some great real life accounts of how technology and AI is playing a bigger role. How do you see tax work evolving in the next few years? Kind of hard to really see well beyond that, but just you've been doing this for a bit. How do you see it evolving in the next few years?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where we're at AI-wise and just compliance-wise over the next, let's call it 6 to 18 months. We have been at breakneck speed when it comes to, what Claude can do, what ChatGPT can do, and then everybody building stuff off of those. I think it's going to be really interesting. I think the compliance side is going to streamline. I think we're going to have either agentic, preparation or, document import into things. I think there's going to be a lot more analysis, review. I think a lot of those smaller steps in the tax preparation is going to go away. I think we're going to streamline a lot of those things. But that also enables us to do the more valuable things, to be reviewing returns and reviewing the work and advising as to how to structure things and how to, me as a sole practitioner, one of the biggest things that I run into is the daily burn of minutes and hours on small tasks. Because small tasks build up to big, heavy backpacks. And I need to lighten my backpack because that takes me away from being able to add value to all of my clients. So if I can eliminate some of those smaller rocks, that's a great thing. And it allows me to be more valuable to my clients.
Excellent. Thank you, Todd. What would you say, and this has been very insightful, if you had sort of a all-encompassing, statement that you wish to make to your fellow practitioners about AI in the tax space, what would you say?
Embrace it. This is a powerful tool to make all of us better. I've used the example that the tide raises all the boats. Well, let's embrace this because it's going to give us a stronger, better, more efficient business. And I don't feel threatened by AI that it's going to replace me. I think if anything, it's going to trigger more conversations and more things where clients are coming to me and saying, hey, I heard about this thing, or, I think it's just going to free up time. It's going to make it more efficient and more effective advisory is really where I think we're going to end up. Because I think a lot of the compliance side, a lot of those small rocks, like I said, I think are going to get addressed with some of the technology and really allow us to use what we're most valuable, our brain.
Todd, thank you so much for your time today. And thank you to Ace Cloud. And also any tax pros out there, definitely check out Value Insights for your clients that have charitable donations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.